Hey there, you're listening to the Pursue Your Spark podcast. I'm your host, Heike Yates. We're here to help you live a healthy, fit, and confident lifestyle with tips, strategies, and interviews. Listen to the most inspiring women and how they dared to live the life they dreamed of and handle roadblocks in their path. Well, hey there, I'm back. Yes, I know it's so sad. Summer is over. And I hope you had just as an amazing summer as I had. Took a little bit of time off from blogging and podcasting, regrouping, and just chilling out, having some wine with friends and doing some summer races and just basically having a good time. But it's also good to come back and to a routine, something that you know, this is your work hours, these are your exercise times, and just getting back into a routine that's a little bit more predictable than the summer has been. So going forward into the fall, what's in store at the Pursue Your Spark podcast? We're continuing, of course, with our Women on the Move interviews. Every time I interview another guest for our podcast, I am in awe. The stories I hear and the situations these women have tackled, overcome, life-changing situations that when I listen to their stories and share them with you, I know you know that you're not alone. If you're struggling with overwhelm, stress, guilt, you feel lost, then listen to the stories that I'm sharing with you. They're coming from all different venues of life. Some are really bleak backgrounds, but again, the guest shows us how she digs herself out of these situations, and maybe you can relate to some of those. So we're continuing with our Women on the Move, sharing these incredible stories that are for you to take action. And then, of course, my quick tip episodes. I decided that I'm going to leave the name Quick Tips out because I really never know how long my quick tips actually are. And it will be easier for you to look back if I reference it to a number. Instead of saying, go back to a quick tip episode where I talk about. So it's easier to say, go back to the episode number 26 where I talk about. So going forward, we're leaving out the quick tips, but I will still share everything and anything about fitness, exercise, different fitness and exercise modalities, tips and tricks and strategies for you to get in shape in midlife, for you how to start exercise, how to get to the next level in your exercise. Nutrition is a big one. And sometimes I break it down a little bit and I talk about a specific food group. In the past, I've talked about magnesium. And I will continue to do that. I will share meal prep ideas. I've gotten a lot more into cooking. If you missed my post about that my husband now no longer works from home, well, I am the chef now in the kitchen, and I've created some incredible meals that are easy to do that you can do as well. And then, of course, we're talking about the mindset. The mindset meaning how do you overcome your obstacles, whether it's how to eat breakfast or find the right shoe, anything obstacle-like, as I like to say. We will talk about mindset, how to overcome your fears, have better strategies for your habits, get into exercise and nutrition with an easier mindset, overcome stress. So lots of topics to talk about when it comes to our fit lifestyle. And I cover all three of them in the episodes that I do solo by myself, because all my episodes are designed for you to take action. Not just sit down and read and say, oh, this was a great podcast. Oh, I'm going to read the rest of the blog post tonight. No. My tips and strategies have you take action right away. As you're listening to this, I want you to think about what's in store for you for the fall, for September coming up. What's happening in September? What's your situation going to look like? So action taking, that don't put things on the back burner and wait till they happen. We here at the Pursue Your Spark are taking action. So with that in mind, I want to introduce you to my S.P.A.R.K method. You may have never heard about it or just glanced over what the S.P.A.R.K method could or actually is. Each program that I'm sharing with you, whether it's my freebie, the 5 S.P.A.R.K lifestyle strategies, or my 4-week lean out program, my programs are based around the 5 S.P.A.R.K methods, where I teach 5 tips or strategies designed to help you take action. Again, there it is, the word action. I'm all about action in your life right now. So S.P.A.R.K stands for S. The S in S.P.A.R.K stands for scan your life and assess what holds you back to achieve your goals. We have big plans and we want to lose weight, get in better shape, take a class, be the super mom, the superhero at work. But oftentimes we don't scan where we are in our life. We don't assess where we are and what we potentially can achieve with our goals. And scanning is the first thing we do in all my programs, and assessment, because too much, too quick is creating overwhelm. I know this has been a word that's been used so much, but it keeps coming up. I hear people feeling overwhelmed to cook a meal. People feel overwhelmed by not having time to exercise. And just the pure thought of them makes somebody not want to exercise because they're just overwhelmed by thinking about it. So we're scanning what our life is about, what it's like at the moment, and the next step leads us into P, which is a plan, a bold journey by gaining clarity on the changes you want in your life. So first we assessed, we scanned, we dissected everything to make sure that we're not overwhelmed, that we're going in the right direction with the right marching orders. Now that we have marching orders, we want to gain clarity on the goals so we can achieve what we set out to do. Goal setting is great. You have goals, and we all can relate to our little sticky notes or our to-do lists. These are goals. But then the goals get a little bit shifted this way or that way, and the goals become less clear. The goals are lumped into a group of, I want to, as in, let's use the example, I want to eat better. That's a goal. In order to reach that goal, you have to plan. And you have to gain the clarity on what steps you need to take to reach these goals that you set yourself. Most of the time, many of us are setting goals that are way too big. I want to eat better. That can mean all kinds of things. That can mean I need to eat more fruits and vegetables. That can mean I need to eat more protein. That could mean I want to start intermittent fasting. That could mean all kinds of things. So with the P, we're nailing down what it is. We're gaining clarity on what it is we want to change in our life. Which brings us to A. Amplify your power and create a tangible plan to move forward. We don't always have to start something completely brand spanking new to be successful. If we start out building on the things we are already doing well, we can move forward and create that tangible plan. instead of learning something completely new from the ground up. For instance, if you've never exercised and your goal would be, I would like to run a marathon. Well, it's a goal, and you thought that you had enough time in your day to do that. And so you are putting your best foot forward. You signed up for the marathon program and you start. Only to find out you don't have the right shoes, you don't have the right water bottle. You currently walk, but nobody told you that on the first run you had to do 6 miles. That's already going, ooh, man, I can't do 6 miles. So in our A for amplifying your power is building on what you're already doing well. And with our, this time I'm using the marathon program as a goal, as a plan. We have to learn about the program first. What do we need? What are we assessing again? What do we need? We're assessing that we need shoes, a water bottle, great clothes so they don't rub on our inner thighs or the armpits as we're sweating. Then we want to get clarity on can we actually achieve this where we are in our life? And then we create that tangible plan to move forward. So in this case, what you probably are doing well is walking. So we would move forward with more walking, building strength training into your walking. Then start maybe a run walk that you would say you would run for a minute, walk for 2 minutes, and see how you build up your power to reach that marathon. This brings us to R, and I call this rock your roadblocks. Seriously, nothing ever goes without a glitch. It doesn't matter whether it comes to your fitness lifestyle or real lifestyle. Everything is planned and ready to rock, and sure enough, something comes across that just doesn't make it smooth. So we're anticipating roadblocks and have strategy or build strategies for specifically you to overcome those roadblocks. And a roadblock could be, using the marathon as an example again, you don't have the right shoes. So you need to actually go out and buy the right shoes. Go to a running store. Get yourself a good running salesperson that can teach you about shoes and finds the right shoes for you. Going back, for instance, into meal planning. You don't know how to cook, but I bet if you can cut a vegetable in Heike's world, you can cook. I tell you that. So looking at roadblocks in different ways, or that you just say in your mind, I just can't. This is too big. This is too difficult. This is something that I thought I could do and I shouldn't do it. I know I don't have the courage. I'm afraid of whatever that is. I feel overwhelmed by it. So these are the roadblocks that we're addressing in the R of the S.P.A.R.K. In the K, the K stands for kick ass and design a new lifestyle. As we scanned our life, we planned and gained clarity on the changes we want. We amplified the power and how to do something. We got rid of the roadblocks, or we found strategies to overcome those roadblocks. And now it's time to take action. Go for with what the habit is that we're trying to establish, or the new lifestyle strategies that you specifically for yourself want to achieve. And a good one would be, in my point of view, we talked about fitness, we talked about nutrition, is lifestyle, as in, so I'm working a lot. I never have time for my kids, my husband. There's never date night. Think about these things in our last part of the S.P.A.R.K strategy, the K. So we want to take action that we don't leave out this part as well. And again, we're going back to, we're tackling one thing. If The mindset, if time with the loved ones is short, my guides, my programs start with what you need, and you choose what you need to work on, or what you would like to work on, and what you're ready to work on. Because sometimes we're not ready to work on something. But as we're going through the spark, let's kick ass, let's take action with the new habits and the plan that we created by going step by step by step in the S.P.A.R.K system. The S.P.A.R.K method is here to help you create real life solutions and the results you deserve. That is why I created the S.P.A.R.K method with its 5 steps of scanning your life, planning a bold journey, amplifying your power, rock your roadblocks, and kick ass to design a new lifestyle. Things are different than in our 20s and 30s, and we need to approach our fitness, nutrition, and mindset lifestyle, as I like to call collectively our fitness lifestyle, a little bit different than we've done back then. And that's why I created the 5 S.P.A.R.K method steps, so I can show you how you can reach the life you deserve. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, feeling stressed about it, or endless diet after diet. This is not what we are about at the Pursue Your Spark. I want to help you reach those goals. So this is my introduction for anybody that is new to the Pursue Your Spark. I want to help you to ignite the spark in your life. I am only your facilitator. You are the igniter. And you can find us over on Instagram at Heike Yates, or on Facebook, again, Heike Yates, Pursue Your Spark, and join us there for continued conversation. Grab my brand spanking new 5 S.P.A.R.K Lifestyle Planner to start. Get your hands on it. It's free. You just have to go to heikeyates.com and download it. It will help. It shows you. It will help you, and it will show you how to start exercising, eat better, plan meals, and work on more confidence. Boost your confidence. Boost your vibrancy. So grab that free planner for sure. And with that, welcome to the Pursue Your Spark podcast. I can't wait for another episode that I share with you with either my amazing guests or myself. And with that, have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.